Alright guys, what is going on? How are you doing, you beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another full day of eating as the last one. Not only, I think, it did well to you guys, but I really enjoyed it, and I said I would be making more to explain more of the reasons why I eat the way I do, to ideally give you guys more value and tips. And yeah, maybe you can eat kind of the way I do. Again, I don't want to ever impose anything to you guys, but it's just what I do, and if you find it interesting, then amazing. So first, guys, we woke up at around 9 o'clock today, 9:30, a little bit later, I'm not gonna lie, but it is now 1 o'clock. Okay, so that would be 10, 11, 12, 1, about 4 hours, but I am going to prolong the fast a little bit longer. If you guys are new or haven't seen the other video, I do something called intermittent fasting, and now there are tons of reasons why I've made videos, but we are going to have a coffee and Americano. I'm definitely feeling a little bit hungry now, as it's been around 3.5, 4 hours, but I want to prolong it a little bit because I want to use the fasting benefits to film a video over there. So let's get an Americano going, and yeah. Aha, the last one, boy. Let's get it. Now, I use something called a Tassimo, or this guy here. I'm not fancy. I don't have a French press or an espresso machine. That's the goal down the road. But for now, Americano, these little pods, that's what I use. Boom, pop, kaboom, bing, and done. Now I need a mug. Alright, so I use 1 Splenda for the coffee or Americano. Just got a little bit of sweetness, and again, 0 calories. Alright, so like I said guys, I use a Splenda for coffee or Americano. I don't like drinking it black personally. I know maybe that doesn't make me a man, but screw it. Now, Splenda or artificial sweeteners, are they the best? To be honest, they're not horrible. I mean, there have been studies done kind of more or less explaining how, although, look, they're gonna, there are downsides to everything, quote unquote, The main things I can think of with artificial sweeteners is, 1, they're not the most natural, and 2, they are diuretics. Sugar sweeteners are all diuretics, which mean they dehydrate you on top of caffeine. But honestly, guys, artificial sweeteners, don't overthink it. They're not as bad as a lot of people think. I think they're just kind of like a scapegoat, or a lot of people put a ton of blame on them. They're not that bad. I haven't found too many studies that, say that they're gonna kill you. So yeah, we have the Splenda with the coffee, and something very important, I did mention diuretics. Diuretics are basically substances that dehydrate you, so artificial sweeteners or sugar and caffeine, these are all diuretics, which mean they will dehydrate you. That being said, this is basically right here, my fasting, this is my breakfast, okay? So we have a coffee and Americano. This is gonna help blunt your appetite through the caffeine, but because caffeine is also a diuretic and it will dehydrate you, and you do not wanna be dehydrated, especially while you're fasting, make sure you drink your water. I personally use, if you can check here, recently I picked up a Brita filter. Top it off to show you. There you go. I use a Brita filter. I bought that for maybe like 30 bucks, and I would strongly recommend any and all of you guys to use a Brita filter. It takes out a lot of the odor from water. It cleans a lot of the water. It doesn't take out all the substances, it doesn't kill fluoride 100%, but chlorine, a lot of these things that you don't necessarily need, minerals and stuff that you just don't need, and it makes the water taste horrible. So I use that, a Brita filter, and I usually like to go water first, hydrate myself after, not eating for 10, 12 hours. Let's just say I drank it all, and then we have the coffee. Look at that crema. So I'm gonna do this, guys, and I'm now gonna go film the video, so maybe I'll show you my setup, and I'll show you guys our first meal. And alright, so if you're noticing the lighting on my face, this, guys, is real quick. I know this isn't, I'm not eating this, but I thought it'd be cool to show you guys a little behind the scenes. This is how I film the videos you guys see. So I have 2 lights. Well, what I do actually is I turn these lights off right there, so you have a nice, even color temperature. We have our key light right there, and we have our fill light right there. I am a photographer and videographer, so if you guys know what that means. And I sit right there, and I know this is all messy, but you guys can't tell because ha ha ha. And then I chill right there, and I put the camera with a different lens on the tripod there, and I speak in today's video what I'm actually going to be recording here while I'm in a fasted state, enjoying the Americano. Yes, man. That little sweetness, I'm telling you guys, if you guys drink it black, you are missing out, especially if you have Americanos. We're filming a meditation video today, along the lines of, like, kind of like those, I meditated every day for 4 years, here's what happened. Well, that's what it's going to be called. And yeah, actually, speaking of that, when I drink my coffee, this is actually when I like to meditate. It's a perfect time because it takes around usually 5 to 10 minutes to finish a coffee on average, and that's a perfect meditation session. I finish my coffee slow, so it takes me like 15 minutes, and that's when I like to meditate. So I don't think I'm gonna be doing it today because I'm recording this video, but yeah, I'm gonna record this, and I will check in with you guys in the first legitimate meal. And all right, video is done. It's maybe about an hour and a half later. Well, exactly, it is 2:40. So if we woke up around 9:30, let's say 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Yeah, so about 5 hours, which is average. 4, 5, 6 hours with the fast. That's usually what I recommend to you guys. I wouldn't, to be honest, for the majority of you, I really wouldn't go past 6 hours. You can do 8 hours, and at times I will choose to do 8 hours, sometimes even more if I'm really trying to lose weight. But on an average basis, 4 to 6 hours, you're gonna reap a ton of the benefits of fasting, as well as you're not going to overdo it. And guys, it's a lifestyle. It's not a torture practice, okay? It's a lifestyle. We want to use this, gain the benefits, run with it, and not dread waking up and being like, I can't eat for 8 hours, because I've been there. Anyways, today, this is what we got on the menu. So my mom actually made this yesterday. I know it sounds like a cop-out because it's like, I keep saying, my mom picked this up, did this. Guys, you have to realize I'm still living, I know the fridge is open, I'm still living at my family's house. I do plan to move to the condo. You guys know the goal fairly soon, but yeah, usually I make my food, but sometimes if there's food, then you know, I'm gonna eat it. So anyways, though, this is a perfect meal. I know the fridge is still open. I know some of you guys are like, David, close your fridge. This is a perfect example of a meal that I was actually going to make yesterday, but she did, so thank you, mother. Shout outs to you. There it is, I'm just getting all the ingredients. We are making tacos, okay, and I can explain why, because I am now just getting hungry. We have the burrito. Oh, we have salsa. Yo, guys, we got it. And we're making burritos. Or tacos, whatever you want to call it. So let me explain the ingredients and why. Now, we have a plethora. I like to use that word, don't I? We have lean chicken breast. We have a ton of vegetables. And we have some seasoning, a bit of spice in there. We have salsa. Usually I would get hot, as you guys know, and antioxidants or boost your immune system spice. But I'm with my family, so they don't like too spicy, especially my mom. We have an avocado. I might use this for some fats. Really good. And we have a bit of sour cream, okay? Again, protein, fats, and it's just the taste is amazing. I'm a big cheese guy, okay? I'm actually not too big of a dairy guy, and I wouldn't recommend a lot of you guys have too much dairy because lactose is basically an enzyme or more or less a substance that our body can't break down the best. So I actually wouldn't recommend you guys have too much dairy, but cheeses are actually, believe it or not, very low in lactose and high in fats and protein. This is why if you were lactose intolerant, a lot of people can get away with eating cheese. I have friends that can do this. So sour cream isn't, you know, really a cheese, but I'm a big cheese guy. So anyways, let's make this, and I will see you guys over there. And okay, we are back here. We got the burritos or the tacos. We have 2 thick boys, and we have those carrots with that balsamic hack. Now guys, I do not count my macros and my calories. I used to be a men's physique competitor. For many years I would track my calories, and I actually don't recommend you guys track your calories because first off guys, we do this, or I make these videos to improve your health as creators, okay? I'm not trying to compete. I don't really care how shredded you get. I think there's a time and a place for that, and if you are currently doing that, taking that extreme, then that's fine. Personally, this is for lifestyle, this is for health, this is to optimize your health as a creator to create the best. So, with that said, chicken, peppers, sour cream, salsa. It'd be nice if I had a bit of spice, like actual. This is Frank's, like some Tabasco or something. I don't, not a big deal. And we have the carrots, and we have the water. So I'm gonna walk this, let's get a time lapse going, and then I think I'm gonna take this little girl, Kiro, for a, I can't say the word, but yeah, we'll go outside. It looks beautiful, by the way. So, time lapse, go. And alright guys, what is going on? It is quite a few hours later. The last thing I saw you, the last meal was, I guess, my first meal, and then, yeah, so that's what it was. After that meal, guys, I had 3 of these croissants. I needed a bit more fats. I could feel it in my body. I'm also a big practitioner and believer in believer in intuitive eating. This is why I do not track macros or recommend it to you guys. So I could feel I was lacking a bit of fats, and that's because I didn't use the avocado. It was just the lean chicken breast and a bit of vegetables. So, you know, not too many fats besides the sour cream. So we had 3 butter croissants, you know, everything in moderation, guys, and I had some jam on that right there. And then I had one of those bomb green teas for digestion. I then took Kiro for a walk and did a lot of work, and now I'm about to hit the gym with Adrian. My brother's actually coming too, but she's gonna film another push workout. I just posted the pull workout, the full one. Now we're doing push. It is hectic. I've been keeping her waiting. Like, there's just a lot going on. So this isn't really a meal, but I'm telling you guys everything I'm ingesting. So this is my pre-workout, quote unquote. We have 1 scoop of C4 pre-workout. This is pink lemonade, love that flavor. And then we have 1 scoop of creatine monohydrate, which I'm running out dry. I actually want to be sponsored by My Protein soon. That's one of my big goals, to be sponsored by My Protein. Anyways, I'm gonna have a scoop of each, shake that up. That's gonna be my pre-workout for the gym, and then I believe I'm gonna get food afterwards with Adrian, maybe like a sub or burrito or something. So I want to show you guys me eating out, like you can do it, how to do it, etc., because it is possible, 100%. So let's do that. I guess I'll see you guys after the gym at the food place. A go. And alright guys, what is up? It is quite a while later, probably the exact time. We all just came back from the gym. We have Andrew behind the camera and Anonymous right here. It is 10:55, so with the intermittent fasting lifestyle, guys, really it's just fewer, larger meals. This is the second meal. We have a massive sub. What is going on? Look at that post-workout, my boys. Chicken teriyaki in F-load of vegetables. We put hot sauce, hashtag boost the immune system, and sweet onion teriyaki. So this is probably, if I were to guess, probably around like 1,000 calories, maybe 900. There's a lot of vegetables. Got a chip, drink, which I still have to get. All total 12, 13, and then I might eat something small at home, but that's after the second meal. Time lapse, go. And alright, so we are officially back home now. It is 11:22, so still the same day, full day of eating. I'm going to finish it off. And before I explain, so guys, the reason I went to Subway, or the reason I went out, was because I wanted to show you guys 2 main places. I know I went to 1, but 2 areas that come to mind that I think of when I'm out and about. Specifically 1, but that was way too far. And those are 1, burritos. Okay, so mucho burrito, Chipotle, etc., etc. And 2, Subway. My first choice would be burritos, but again, I believe it was closed. It was like 11 o'clock. The reason, guys, for that, for the most part, you can get a ton of vegetables, lean proteins, or fattier proteins. Usually, especially with burritos, a lot of fibrous stuff, guys, like beans, brown rice, you know, healthy fats, avocados. Like, you cannot go wrong with burritos or subs, you know. Give or take. Anyways, so now, if you guys are wondering about the brand or whatnot, I don't know, my mom picked these up, but we're gonna muck 3, I believe, croissants, get a bit of extra fats and carbs in me. And I know I say, usually my carbs are a bit lower, my fat and protein's a little higher. It honestly fluctuates on days, and that may sound like a cop-out, but it fluctuates, and that's kind of what I want to explain to you guys. Our body doesn't necessarily know what day it is, okay? So what I mean by that is you can have one day super high protein, high fat, but let's say super high protein, and then the next day you can have lower protein. At the end of the week, it evens out. Like, it's not like your body's like, oh, today was low protein day, all progress gone. No, so it can balance. So maybe today's a little higher carb, the next day might be higher fat or higher protein, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna muck 3 of those, heat them up a little bit, put jam, and I'll see you guys here. All right, so croissants, all good. We have them heated up slightly so they're a bit softer, just super bomb. And then we have probably like 3 or 4 tablespoons of this bomb raspberry jam. And yeah, guys, this is, you know, a super authentic day of eating, and I really wanted to make it clear and known to you guys that, hold up. Isn't it great that, like, you can get in shape and be quote unquote healthy and functional eating like croissants and jam, as long as you understand more or less how your body works? Like, I find that cool. Now, like I was saying before, I want to make this very evident to you guys that, okay, our body can kind of work like a pict in a graph. It can have valleys and peaks, okay? What I mean by that is not every single day does your diet need to be immaculate. Your vegetable intake is so on point, your protein intake, the source of the protein, the source of this. No, it's just not realistic, okay? And that's not what I ever want to preach to you guys. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's a lifestyle. It is something you integrate. It's something that should be enjoyable, and it's not something you should think of, right? For me, the 3 main things that I try to follow and ask myself every single day are: 1, did I get enough protein? 2, did I get enough vegetables? And 3, did I get enough water?
I try most days too. If sometimes I don't, then that's okay, as long as I then know for the next following days to ramp it up a little bit. So today's maybe one of those examples of a slightly lower day, but that's just life, okay? And I want to let you guys know, you know, that's okay if you're eating as a creator, as long as you can have that in mind, that end goal, okay? So that is that. I finished it there. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, if some of you guys are new, I do not track calories or macros. I don't think you should. That can really screw with your head. In my opinion, I've been there, done that. So that's it. Give it a thumbs up, guys, if you liked it, and I will finish it here. If you guys are interested, guys, there are 2 creator courses down below that really just help you guys all as creators. And every single one of you guys are creators, okay? We speak of things, whether that's intermittent fasting, no fat, meditation, my nutrition, fitness, all the way to really finding your craft as a creator and how to best give that or offer that to the world. It's an entire approach, guys, an entire holistic approach using what I call the 4 areas of growth, okay? Completely explains it below. 2 courses, an internal and external. You guys can get the bundle pack, which is both, save extra money, and I will be doing one-on-one online coaching again soon, because I understand that there's a lot there's a lot more value I can give than just a course. A course is great for the first step, but if you want more, this coaching. So I will offer that soon. And with that, guys, I'm gonna finish it there. Thank you, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Much love. Thank you as always. Excuse me. Till then, much love. Peace.